Hello there everyone, Ellie here, and welcome back to Hakuoki Kyoto Wins. Last time around we did the Battle of Okita Inn, but we lost a number of people. Hesuke is badly injured. Okita is badly injured too. It seems like I couldn't help anybody. Oh, we met up with a really dangerous Ronin who really kicked the crap out of Okita. So now it's, we moved on to July 1864. So it's been some time since the battle. So let's see what's going to happen now. I hope everybody's all better. Weeks passed since the Battle of the Okita Inn. In the meantime, the Shinsengumi grew stricter during the rounds to arrest the numerous outlaw Ronin that escaped from the Okita Inn. Rumors surfaced of the extremists who were plotting to exact revenge on the Shinsengumi. Additionally, there are also problems occurring with the warriors spanning from other domains, making things tense around the headquarters. Things were finally settling down. As a result of my efforts during the battle, they grew more encouraging of my involvement. The Shinsengumi allowed me to sweep the area in the front of the headquarters on my own. One day, I was cleaning the courtyard with a broom when I heard gentle footsteps approaching me.
すみません。こちらが新選組の屯所ですか?
Yes it is, but who's asking? Oh, yes. The voice came from behind me, so I was caught off guard when answering.
君は?
Huh? Okita showed up suddenly, as if he telepathically knew I was speaking to someone. Oh, Okita, this man is... Before I could finish my sentence, the man ran towards Okita.
あ、やっぱりトシさん、八郎です。お久しぶりです。
おめえは八郎か。なんだってこんなところにいるんだ。
When Okita realized who it was, his eyes grew wide.
驚きました。幕命で教視察に来てるんです。
Shogunate orders given from the shogunate. Yeah, that's pretty straightforward.
それより新選組って本当にトシさんたちのことだったんですね。この目で見るまでは信じられなかったけど、おめでとうございます。本当に侍になれたんですね。
おい、冷やかすなよ。まだ扱いは浪人と同じなんだからよ。
でも侍になりたいって夢が叶ったじゃないですか。
冷やかすなって言ってんだろ
う。いいえ、江戸じゃ泣く子も黙る新選組といったらとても有名なんですよ。それに池田屋の話も聞いています。皆さんとてもご活躍だったみたいですね。
ま、ぼちぼちってところだ。
Oh, he's blushing. Very unlike himself, Okita seemed to be flustered, and his cheeks were rosy. Judging from the conversation, it appeared that this gentleman had come to visit Okita. The rhythm of the rapport seemed to suggest they'd been friends for quite some time. Once I verified their conversation had come to a halt, I mustered the courage to speak to Okita. Okita, may I ask you who this is?
そうか。お前は初めてだったな。
No, we haven't met before, and his name was just question marks. So, no, I don't know. I don't have any idea who this person is.
まだ名乗っていませんでしたね。僕、伊庭八郎と言います。幕府直参旗本で大番士奥詰役を務めています。
Ooh, lots of new words. So what we got here. Hatamoto is a high-ranking vassal of the Tokugawa who served the shogun directly. And Okuzume is an organization intent on protecting the shogunate. It is comprised of the talented swordsmen from shogunate and lower-ranking vassals. And finally, Obanshi is a group of an official group in the shogunate who is treated and behaves as a military force. Oh, I'm Chiziru Yukimura.
改めてよろしくお願いします。
Oh, you're very polite. Oh, you got a nice smile, too. Oh yes. Nice to meet you, too. As soon as Iba and I finished our introductions, Hijikata was inclined to get us indoors.
まあ立ち話もなんだ。中に入ってくれ。
I took tea to the two in the hall. Hijikata told me to remain there, so I decided to listen in.
今日に来たのは奥詰めの仕事ってわけか。ずいぶんと出世したみてえだな。
Okuzume? I listened intently, but subtly, since I was unfamiliar with the contents of the conversation.
奥詰めってのはな、将軍の身辺を守る奴らのことだ。
Oh, wow. I'm honored to meet such a man.
いえいえ、そんなことありません。父の仕事の縁でたまたまなんです。
But what would make a man of his stature? What would bring a man of his stature here, Hijikata? This meant Iba was someone who worked directly with the shogun. What an honor! It made no sense why he would interact with the Shinsengumi or why he had business with us.
お前の考えてることはわかるぜ。なんで
Yeah,
俺と知り合いかってことだろう。
you're putting it bluntly. Yeah, that's what I was wondering. I did my best to nod without offending him.
こいつはな、旗本であると同時に江戸じゃ4本指に入る道場の一つ、新行東流伊庭道場の跡取り息子だ。
The Kyoto Ryu, one of the 4 oldest and most respected fencing schools in Edo. Hachiro Iba is the eldest son of the head of the family and institution.
その伊庭道場と俺たちがいた道場とはそこそこ交流があってな。その縁だ。
ええ、そうなんです。だからトシさんたちがいる今日に来ることになってとても楽しみにしていたんです。
勝手に喜んでろ。だが覚えとけよ。今日はそんなに楽しいところじゃねえからな。
Man of Blood and murders and everything else that I've seen so far have been pretty big.
はい、肝に銘じておきます。でもそんなに危険なのに女の子でも大使が務まるんですか？
Oh my gosh, you know I'm a girl too. Oh, great. Iba glanced at me when he asked his question before looking at Hijikata. I gasped and cupped my hands over my mouth, and Hijikata's eyes darted toward me sternly. It would seem Iba picked up on the fact I was female, judging by their interaction.
もしかして秘密だったんですか？
Yeah, it's supposed to be a secret. Nobody's supposed to know I'm a girl. I didn't want to confirm any answers, so I stared toward the mat beneath without speaking.
こいつはちょいと訳ありで預かってて、表向きは男ってことになってる。新選組でも一部の奴らしか知らないことだ。だからここでも下手なことを口にしないでくれ。
わかりました。トシさんがそう言うなら守りますよ。
Iba drew Hijikata in closer in a jovial manner, and Hijikata blushed at the notion. Hijikata is normally really uptight, so seeing him behave this way is rather startling. I had a lingering suspicion that Hijikata was actually enjoying himself. All the commotion must have alerted the captains because they popped up from nowhere.
おいおい、八郎じゃねえか。聞いたことがある声だと思ったらお前だったのか。
新八さん、原田さん、それに皆さんもお久しぶりです。
そうか、お前も今日に来たのか。武者修行か、それとも狂犬物か。
なわけねえし、お偉いさんの護衛とか視察なんだろ。
まあ、はい、そういうところです。
あんたが今日に来るとなると、それなりの職務に就いたということか。
Iba nodded plainly in response.
ふーん、君も今日に来たんだ。ま、死なない程度に気をつけなよ。
助言ありがとう。覚えておきます。
じゃあ、今度飲みに行くか。なんなら、今からでもいいんだぜ。
You're always thinking of drinking. Each of the captains surrounded Iba and exchanged words. Most of all, Iba seemed lost in the amount of fun he had while conversing with everyone. I guess he really knew everyone back in Edo. Hijikata watched their interaction with warmth in his eyes and muttered.
あいつは旗本で、伊庭道場の跡取り息子のくせに。
Hachiro Iba, the eldest son of one of the oldest and most respected dojos in Japan. He is a master of the Shingyoto Ryu martial arts, and his prowess granted him prestige among warriors and officials.
何が気に入ったのか知らねえが、俺たちとつるみやがってな。
And that's a mark of a good person. He seemed to be especially fond of Hijikata, though. But I couldn't dare say that.
まあ、ちょっとした顔なじみだ。訪ねてきたら中に通してやってくれ。
Understood. Before we knew it, evening had come, and Iba told us it was time for him to depart.
それじゃあまたね。
Okay. His face seemed reluctant, if not a little forlorn, and he left the compound. I stared at him as he walked into the distance until his small figure was removed from my eyes. Iba was a mysterious person. Even if he was someone very important and upper class, he acted with integrity and kindness, commanding a lot of respect from the captains of the Shinsengumi. I did not think there was a samurai like him in the shogunate. His warrior record has been unlocked. Oh my gosh, is he like another person that I can romance? Holy crow, how many are there? August 1864. August 1864. Well, we saw that on the previous screen, so I don't know why they need to tell us that again. After the fight in the inn, I was able to leave the compound much more often. I suppose after what I'd done, Hijikata thought I earned a little more trust. I didn't feel like I did anything extraordinary, but I wasn't about to look a gift horse in the mouth. I was generally happy that the man Hijikata approved of me. On this particular day, I was out on patrol with Harada and the 10th Division. Excuse me, Harada? The Shinsengumi is out patrolling day and night, right?
ああ、そうだぜ。それがどうかしたのか？
But what exactly is it that you do? Most of the men in the Shinsengumi were intimidating, death-dealing titans, but Harada was a rare exception, warm and friendly.
まあ、ピンからキリまで大小様々だな。辻斬りや追いはぎはもちろん、食い逃げも捕まえるし、喧嘩も止める。
People who don't pay for food?
商家を脅して金を奪おうとする奴らも俺ら新選組が取り締まってるよ。
It wasn't really the answer I expected. I guess the Shinsengumi's job is closer to a magistrate's than I thought. Thinking back, I remember how excited they were during the raid. What they did at the inn was far more intense than their day-to-day work. A little further down the road, a couple of men in the Shinsengumi blues were waving at us. Nakakura! I guess our separate rounds brought us to the same spot.
よう、親父さんの情報、なんか手に入ったか？
No, I don't think so. No, nothing today.
なんか来館すんなって。今日がダメでも明日がある。そうだろ？
Yeah, you're right. There was something contagious about his optimism.
で、新八、そっちはどうだ？何か異常でもあったか？いや、なんも。けど、やっぱり町人たちの様子がせわしねえな。
Okay. I hadn't noticed it before, but he was right. They were acting strange, almost nervous. Yeah, it looks like they're getting ready to move.
ああ、戦火に巻き込まれる前に今日から避難し始めてるってとこか。
What? War? There wasn't a war, was there?
そういや、まだ教えていなかったな。
Okay, so I'm the last one to know? Well, thanks, guys.
長州の奴らが今日に集まってきてんだよ。その関係で、俺らも警戒強化中ってわけだ。
So we're just all walking the fine line before something causes things to snap, and then we're going to be both at each other's throats.
池田屋の件で長州を怒らせちまったからな。あいつらの仲間から犠牲が出ちまったし、黙ってられないんだろうよ。
Were the Choshu going to try something again?
さあな。まだはっきりしたことはわからね
え。どっちにせよ、俺たちは俺たちの仕事をする。長州の連中が今日に来ても追い返すだけさ。
Well, you call it simple. It really isn't anything that simple. They accepted their situation and never complained. I had a good deal of respect for Harada and Nakagura.
長州と戦か。もしかすると近いうちに上から出動命令が出るかもしれねえな。
So, you think that Aizu will give you all orders?
ああ、正式に幕府の一部隊として参加することになるかもな。
そんな機会めったにないからな。せっかくだからお前も出てみるか。
Oh. What? I was perplexed by his sudden invitation. Does this mean I can march as a member of the Shinsengumi? It seemed rather inappropriate for me to ask to participate for just curiosity's sake. Still, I very much hope to be helpful in some way. Could I perhaps do something like I'd done at the Okita Inn? However, there's also the chance that I became a hindrance as opposed to helping them out. In a way, I do want to go, but at the same time, I just wonder as to what I'm going to be able to freaking do. I don't think I'll be able to do much, because, well, I'm not a warrior like them. And to cause them problems or everything else, like I sort of did last time. I think this time I'll stay behind. Harada seemed to possess a still heart, garnering a voice that was slow but at peace. He didn't respond to my words, but he smiled kindly. Part of me felt safer leaving, just to avoid being in anyone's way, but I want to stay here, appreciating this moment of peace for once. Although, how could I justify participating when I wasn't a true member of the Shinsengumi? I bottled up my feelings of contemplation, and I had just returned to headquarters. A few days passed. Your medicine's ready. I was carrying medicine and some hot sake. The medicine was Ishida medicinal powder, which was manufactured by Hijikata's family. What is that? Powder medicine manufactured and sold by Sojiro's Hijikata's family. It claimed to aid with bone settings, bruises, muscular pains, and minor cuts. Oh, it's sort of like a catch-all, I guess.
宗次と平助に飲ませてやってくれ。それから三男さんにも。
Oh, and Sanin too? Okay. I don't know if that'll help Sanin, though. Sanin's eyebrows rose at the mention of his name.
おや、私も飲むんですか？私の傷はもう塞がっていますよ。
試してみましょうよ、三男さん。この薬って何にでも効くらしいですから。
I don't know if it'll work on, like, getting his strength back in his arm, though. Because I think that's still the main problem. Sanan rolled his eyes, but reached over to take his portion of medicine and sake. He'd been telling the truth, though. His injuries had healed, at least as much as they were going to, but his arm still refused to work properly. Yeah, that's what I thought. It was slowly becoming clear that it would probably never work properly again.
石田三役は熱燗で飲むのが粋だよな。羨ましいぞ、お前ら。
羨ましいなら飲めばいいだろ。新発さんだって怪我人じゃねえか。
酒は飲みてえが、 残念なことに、俺の怪我はもう治っちまってるんだよな。
Nakagura was injured at the Okita Inn, but he recently declared that he was completely healed, despite the fact his wounds still look painful. I'd heard that he convinced Hijikata that his wounds weren't as bad as Okita's or Heisuke's.
しかし、宗司と東堂くんが怪我をするとはね。
あれは池田屋が暗かったから、普段の戦いなら遅れは取らないって。
Well, I'm glad that he survived, because some other people weren't so lucky.
横合いから急に殴られたんだよ。おかげで8金なんて真っ二つだしさ。
That's pretty powerful.
拳で8金を割るか。
By punching it?
随分と豪気な奴がいるもんだ。
Okay, that's even more impressive. Heisuke muttered something bitter and angry under his breath, but Harada just left.
あと、なんだっけ。掃除から逃げ切ったやつもいたしな。
But I helped. I helped save Okita and give him an opening he needed. Okita only smiled quietly as Nakagura gestured towards him.
次があれば絶対に逃がしませんよ。次に勝つのは僕ですから。
Everyone began sharing their experience at the end. Saito, however, remained silent. Is there something bothering you? I kept my voice low, as not to interrupt any of the other men in their conversations.
宗司らを負傷させるほどの実力者があの夜池田屋にいた理由を考えていた。長州のものではないと言ったそうだが、池田屋も人払いはしていたはずだ。
Oh, yeah. So who are they associated with, I wonder?
池田屋の人間と老子たちの目を盗み、何らかの目的で侵入したか。目的は違えども、行動を共にしていたのか。
Maybe. Who knows? We don't know yet.
今確実にわかるのは、奴らが相当の実力者だということだけだ。
No kidding. The sliding door suddenly flew open as Saito finished his sentence and Kondo appeared.
会津藩から伝令が届いた。
Oh. As all conversation ceased, eyes turned to Kondo.
長州の襲撃に備え、我ら新選組も出陣するよう仰せだ。
That's good, isn't it? A cheer went up from everyone present. Yeah, okay.
ついに来たか。待ちかねたぜ。
残念だったな、平助。怪我人はさすがに不参加だよな。
でもせっかくの晴れ舞台だし。
He turned to Hijikata, clearly hoping that the commander might give him special leave to go.
不参加に決まってんだろう。おとなしく屯所で留守をしてやがれ。
So, nope, you're not getting the A-OK as you hoped for.
土方さん、鬼！この鬼副長！
I don't think that's gonna help your case.
なんだ？そりゃ褒めてんだ。つまきにされたくなきゃ黙ってろ。
I sort of figured that was gonna happen. Heisuke's mouth snapped shut. I didn't think that Hijikata would actually stab one of his own men, but neither did I think he would go easy on any of them, even if they were injured.
東堂君、怪我人は足手まといらしいですから、素直に屯所で留守をしましょう。
仕方がねえか。わかった。今回は留守番してるよ。
僕も今回は諦めようかな。参加したいけど本調子じゃないし、ちょっと外で涼んでこようかな。
Okita sighed and got up to leave. Hey, Okita, you want some company? I'll go give you company too. I assume I'll be staying here as well. Wait, I made that decision to stay here, so why am I even asking this question? Kondo nodded.
ああ、宗司と平助がダダをこねんよう見張っておいてくれ。
Oh, so I get to be the cheer squad. He let out a short laugh, and several men grinned. Before long, the Shinsengumi had left for the front, leaving only a handful of soldiers in the silent compound. So, what should I be doing when they're out? Oh, right. Kondo asked me to keep an eye on Okita and Heisuke. I think Okita was in the inner courtyard. To be honest, I was a little concerned for him. He was still recovering, and being out in the cold air wasn't going to do him any favors in that regard. Still, that left Heisuke and Sennen. Maybe they're still in the common room. Heisuke seemed particularly frustrated at being forced to stay behind, and Sennen had been even colder and more distant lately. I was worried for Okita, of course, but I felt there was something deeper affecting the other two. Where should I go? This is where Sennen and Heisuke are, and this is where Okita is. I'm gonna go see Okita. For a midsummer afternoon, the air was pleasant, making the courtyard a pleasant place to sit. He was sitting off in a corner of the shade, gazing up at the summer sky. I turned to look as well. It was a brilliant blue, and a distant breeze pushed white wisps of clouds at both ends. How long was it since I last looked up at the sky? Far too long, I thought, as I stretched out my arms up, soaking in the sunshine and cool, clean air. Then at last, I turned my back to where Okita was, or perhaps had been, sitting. While I'd been enjoying the summer sky, he'd approached, and now he was right in front of me. Huh? My body stiffened, and I felt my eyes widen. He raised a quizzical eyebrow.
僕のことなら心配しなくていいよ。豚書を脱走する予定とか別にないから。
I didn't think you were. That's not what I'm worried about. True, he didn't seem like he was desperate to leave and join the fight, unlike Heisuke.
いいけどね。でもそれ違う心配はしてたってこと？
I'm worried about you. His mouth twisted into a small smile. I decided to tell him, You're still not in the best condition. It isn't good for you to be out in the cold for too long.
心配してくれてたんだ。ありがとう。風に当たるのはほどほどにして。部屋。
Oh, sorry. Okita had always seemed a little mean. Until that moment, I never would have thought I'd hear him thank me for worrying about him. I wasn't sure what to say. Both of us appeared to have run out of things to say, and silence fell across the courtyard. I didn't want to scold him and then simply leave for my room, but, there had to be something thoughtful I could say. I hope your injury heals soon. Not that. Okita laid his hand on his chest absently and looked across the courtyard at nothing.
刀傷じゃないしね。治るのは早いと思う。だから、僕の方は大丈夫なんだけど。
He was right, and he should have given him cause for joy, but his face didn't change. He blinked and looked back down at me. Are you, thinking about Sennen? He made a point to say, you, although he'd left it unsaid. I could see he was worrying about the man we both know wouldn't be fine. Sennen's arm wasn't going to heal, at least not completely. He would never hold a sword. He would never again hold a sword. Okita said nothing. He cocked his head and smiled. I felt my cheeks getting warmer from blushing. Sorry if I was being too nosy. Not noisy, nosy. Come on, I can read. I apologized, but he warmed up and shook his head from left to right. I couldn't tell what his intentions were. Okita's smile deepened just a little.
君ってちょっと変だよね。
Yep. Weird? Maybe I looked upset, but he called me weird. For no reason.
本当に変だよ。僕のことなんて心配する必要ないのに。怪我をしたのは自業自得なんだから。
What? No, you shouldn't blame yourself. Okita hadn't done anything wrong. He followed his orders and did the best he could. I didn't see how he could say what had happened was his fault. When I looked up, his smile was gone, and I couldn't bring myself to say anything more. He glanced down at me and looked at the sky.
今日の空、綺麗だよね。
Yes. The midsummer sun shone down. I felt a breath of warmth in the cool air. White clouds danced across the blue expanse, flying gracefully. Where were the men who marched off earlier now, I wondered. The Choshu extremists' attempted attack on the imperial estate eventually came to be known as the Hamaguri Rebellion. The incident wherein the forces of the Choshu domain fought the shogunate and the Shinsengumi near Hamaguri Gate to regain power in the government after they were expelled. Although the Shinsengumi were called to action, their efforts were stymied, and they found little in the way of glory. Communication with their superiors was poor at best, and they spent much of the battle waiting with the reserves. When the Shinsengumi finally entered the battle, each man found several strange opponents awaiting him. Chikage Kazama, who defeated Okita at Ikeda, claimed to be from the Satsuma domain during his encounter with Hijikata. Chikage Kazuma, a very skilled man with an apparent ties to the Satsuma domain. His extreme strength and prowess with swords rivals that of even the best Shinsengumi swordsman. And he's got a smirk to boot. Oh, somebody else? Kyuju Amagiri, the man who shattered Hisuke's head guard at Ikeda, and also claimed membership in the Satsuma. Okay, Kyuju Amagiri, a highly skilled individual connected to the Satsuma domain. He specializes in bare-handed combat. He possesses power and skill above many members of the Shinsengumi. They also had met Kyo Shiranui, who'd fought alongside men from Choshu. Kyo Shiranui, a man with incredible skill, he is connected with the Choshu domain. His gunplay is very impressive, and it takes the Shinsengumi by surprise. Oh, you fight with a gun! Oh gosh. Oh, that's gonna be hard for them. Whoever they were, it was clear they were not allies of the Shinsengumi. Indeed, it seemed they could easily become some of its greatest enemies. If they were to meet in open battle, the casualties would be severe. By the time the battle was over, the commanders of the Choshu attack had been killed in the fighting, or took their own lives. There were some soldiers, however, who escaped, setting Kyoto ablaze as they fled. By some terrible misfortune, the winds that day blew from the north and fanned the flames, reducing the southern end of the imperial estate to ash. As a result of the Choshu attack, many imperial nationalists were executed. With the Hamaguri Rebellion over, the Choshu were branded as traitors for attacking the estate. From then on, they were acknowledged enemies of the court. An enemy of the court is a traitor to the court, often used to refer to rebels. Chikage Kazama's status has been released. Oh, geez, you mean I can romance him too? November 1864. November 1864. The summer turned into autumn, and the Imperialists kept quiet. Despite my regular presence in the Shinsengumi rounds, no news of my father came in that time. Days passed peacefully, one after another. The leaves were dancing on the wind one evening as I busied myself with cleaning. Alright, almost done. Gradually, I've been given more and more freedom to move around the compound. I was given a few duties to manage, and as long as I was doing them, I could go wherever I needed. On days I can't go on rounds, I've been helping around at the compound.
よう今日も精が出るな。
Yep, working very hard. Oh, hello. I set down my work and turned towards him.
そろそろ日も暮れるし、適当に終わらせとけよ。
ほんと真面目だよな。毎日こんな遅くまでさ。
That's usually the case. Are you on your way out?
まあ俺らもお勤めにな。
Duty or drinking? Really? They weren't wearing their uniforms. That meant they weren't going on their rounds. Oh, I get it.
ああ、島原までちょっとな。朝には帰るから心配いらね
え。Have fun with the girls.
一応言っとくけどな。もちろん飲むだけだぜ。
So you say.
女目当てで行きたがるのは新八さんくらいだから。
おいヘスケ、何も女の子の前で本当のこと言う必要ねえだろ。
Honestly, if you guys are going to a red light district, I'd be expecting you to be going after girls anyway. So you are.
それは。
とにかくあとは頼むわ。土方さんが俺らを探してたらうまくごまかしといてくれ。
So I'm covering for you guys again. What? They left me with a difficult task. Anyway, I need to go finish cleaning up the courtyard. It was almost time for dinner, and I wanted to be done before I had to eat. I was dumping out the leaves and I gathered when... Huh? I could hear some sort of commotion coming from outside the house. What is that? I quickly put the broom away and hurried towards the entrance. Gathered just inside the front gate were about 10 children. Staying in the middle of them was... Okita! Okay, I'm surprised you hang around with kids. I didn't think of you the type.
あれ君が玄関の外に出てくるなんて珍しいよね。
Well, yeah, I'm out here whenever I have to do cleaning. What are you doing? Who are these children?
誘拐とかじゃないし、安心してくれていいよ。
That does make me trust you.
ちょうど暇だったから遊んでもらってるとこ。
Play? I wasn't quite too sure how to respond, but Okita grinned. So they're all your friends?
そんな感じかな。いつもお世話になってるんだ。
How do kids take care of you? Oh. Usually adults play with kids, not the other way around. Although making kids play with him did seem like something Okita would do.
もしかして僕たちと一緒に遊びたい？
I'm still trying to finish the housework, right? Oh no. I shook my head. Is it really okay for you to let children in here?
土方さんに見つかったらまず間違いなく怒られるよね。
Oh yeah, that's putting it mildly. I think he will.
以前の三男さんだったら一緒に遊んでくれただろうけど。今
Oops, sorry. That doesn't mean there'll be a pretty good chance of you're gonna get in trouble. He just grinned.
他のみんなも怒りそうだしね。見逃してくれるのは君くらいだよ。
Maybe. Then maybe you should send them home before you get caught.
俺たちのことに口出すなよ。どこで遊ぼうが勝手だろ。
What?
外野は黙っててくれよな。俺たちは掃除と遊ぶんだから。
It looked like they were awfully fond of him. Could I really just leave them alone though? That didn't seem right either. I thought about it for a minute before I spoke. This is the headquarters of the Shinsengumi. It's a place for men to do, work. You really should be playing here.
掃除だって新選組なのに、俺らと一緒に遊んでるよ。
Oh, yeah, that's true. Well,
どうせ大した仕事してないんだろ。
No, but that's because they're out on patrol. They're catching bad guys and keeping Kyoto safe.
今日の平和がどうとか言ってるけど、評判は悪いよね。人。
否定できないよね。 僕たちは必要があれば人を切るのが仕事だし。これでも無駄な殺しはしてないつもりだけど。
I wasn't sure what to make of his smile. He's always talking about killing people. I probably hear him talk about death every day. To be honest, I don't have any idea how he really feels about it. Is killing people a big deal for him, or is it just something he does?
新選組なんて変なやつばっかり。俺らが命令される筋合いないよ。
I'm gonna save for a minute. No, they're really nice people, or you might have a point. He does have a point that they're not necessarily the greatest of people. Like, they do think they're a bunch of weirdos and such. But I can't really say they're all really nice people, though. You might have a point. I guess you have a point. You've got a point. I had to admit, he was a little convincing. I don't think they're bad people, but they are kind of rough, I guess.
でしょ？しかも新選組はよく島原通いしてるって父ちゃんが言ってた。
Yeah. Well, based on what happened earlier, I couldn't deny that. Among the Shinsengumi, there are a few exemplary people, but I guess from the outside, they just knew how to attract trouble.
もしかしてすごい真面目に考えてる？
Well, I mean, the Shinsengumi is really taking really good care of me. It feels wrong not to stick up for them, but
本当のことばかり言われて言い訳のしようがない感じ？
Yeah, pretty much. Yes. Oh! Okay, I wasn't expecting that.
君ってちょっと素直すぎるよ。
Yeah, I'm way too honest. You don't have to laugh at me.
そんなに慌てないでよ。別に責めてるわけじゃないから。むしろ全面的に同意かな。新選組は悪い印象を持たれても仕方ない集団だと思ってるし。
I had to wonder if it was really okay for him to say things like that in public. He didn't seem to care at all, but that just made me more worried.
ほら、やっぱり新選組って悪い奴らの集まりなんだろ？
No, that's not it at all. Try as I might, I just couldn't ignore them, even if they were children. Yes, I know a lot of them are kind of scary, but they're really not bad people.
怖い奴が善人なわけないだろ？むしろみんな悪人面してるし。
I don't think so.
ほら、例えば土方さんとかいつも厳しい顔してるよね。眉間に深いシワ寄せてさ。それに三男さんだって笑顔が消えるとかなり怖い形相になるよ。
Well, yes, but he was siding with the children. I didn't know what I was supposed to do. Well, I can't say they're not scary, but I was out of ideas. Kondo, the chief of the Shinsengumi, he's really nice. He's a good person. He wasn't just good compared to the rest of the Shinsengumi either. Anyone who meets Kondo instantly becomes charmed by his warm aura. But the children didn't seem convinced.
確か局長ってさ、すっごい鈍そうなやつだろ？
That's mean. What?
ニコニコしながら散歩してるの見たけどさ。なんか頼りない感じ。めちゃくちゃ弱そう。他の奴らの方がまだまともっぽそう。
Oh, that was rude. That was really rude. I think there's more to being in charge than looking like you can fight. Was that really how Kondo looked to them?
あんなのが局長だから新選組はダメなんだって。
Oh, you kids are doubling down on that, aren't you? Stop it! Stop being so mean. You don't understand. I took a step towards him, but Okita held out an arm and smiled to me.
まあまあ、君もちょっと落ち着こう。相手は子供なんだし、そんなに怒ることないよ。
But
そうじ、そいつ無視して俺たちと遊ぼう。
うん、そうだね。
Okita! He didn't seem to have heard me and walked over to the children with a smile.
君はどんな遊びがしたいの？高い高いとか、どう？
それでいいよ。掃除って背が高いしさ。
うん。身長がこんなことで役立つなんて面白いよね。
He grabbed the child.
高い高い。
Okita grunted with effort and lifted the grinning child up over his head. I had mixed feelings.
ほら、楽しい。いつもと違う高さって。それだけ。
Oops, sorry, Okita. Please be careful with him. How long was he planning to leave him up there? It was starting to feel like quite a while.
あのさ、掃除。そろそろそいつ下ろしていいよ。
遠慮しないでいいよ。高い高いしてもらうの、僕も昔は好きだったしさ。
I don't think the kid's gonna like that for that much longer. I saw realization dawn on the child's face, and excitement quickly turned to fear.
泣くほど喜ばなくてもいいのに。
No, let him down. His voice was cold. Oh boy. Okita wasn't smiling anymore. I blinked. Why was I just watching? Stop that. He's just a child.
やだな。僕は遊んであげてるだけだよ。
Doesn't look like playing anymore, sir. That's not what it looks like.
ごめんってば。
君もどうして謝るのさ。遊んでもらった時は普通ありがとうだよね。
Okita, you're scaring him.
許してよ、掃除。俺たちが悪かった。新選組の悪口なんてもう言わないよ。だから許して。
Reluctantly, Okita lowered the boy back down. I tried my best to calm them down and then quickly sent all the children back home before Okita changed his mind. I thought you said they were your friends. If that's true, you really shouldn't be bullying them like that.
だってあの子、近藤さんをバカにしたし。
You got a soft spot for Kondo.
何も知らないくせにさ、あんなこと言う資格ないよ。
So Hichikato's fair game, but he draws the line at Kondo? I suppose this shows how much Okita cares about him.
なんで笑うの？
Oh geez, don't tell me you're gonna try to lift me up too. This is not dirty dancing. You don't do that, thank you. What? Oh, nothing. No reason. I mean, Kondo really is a wonderful man. He smiled widely and nodded vigorously.
だから君が怒ってくれたの、結構嬉しかったよ。
Oh? I was confused about how to respond to his pleased look. I hope you can make up with him soon. I mean, they did apologize eventually. I don't think they're really bad kids.
わかってる。ちゃんと謝っておく。それから近藤さんがどんなにすごい人かも話しておくよ。
I smiled back at him. It cut both ways, but I admired Okita's honesty. The situation had been resolved, more or less, but as I began to relax, I suddenly remembered. Oh! We're late for dinner! Come on, we have to hurry. They're probably all angry at us. Okita just laughed.
もし君が怒られたら、ちゃんとかばってあげるよ。さっきのお礼にね。
Okita enjoys teasing me and, well, everyone. And sometimes he can be really irritating. He's not a bad person. Sometimes, in his own way, he's even nice. Seeing how much he cared about Kondo made him less intimidating. I was lost in thought and fell behind, so I hurried after Okita and headed toward the main hall. Alright, so what we'll do is we'll carry on next time. If you can, leave a like and subscribe. Much appreciated, and see you then. Bye!